Okay, I've just pressed the go live slash start recording. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Cassandra, aka the Prosperous Heart, and I have a question for you. First of all, do you engage with business page bots? Did you know that you're likely already doing so, even if you don't believe it? There are 2.5 billion people every day that are using at least one messaging app, whether that's Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, iMessage, WeChat, which is in China, Google Message, whatever. There is 2.5 billion people every day using one of these messaging apps. Now, companies have since figured out how to leverage these platforms to automate different services and customer interactions. But let's face it, marketers ruin everything, right? By 2020, which would be now, Gartner predicted that 85% of customer interactions would be with these bots. And in 2016, which was only about 4 years ago, Mark Zuckerberg said, "We think that you should just be able to message a business in the same way that you message a friend." But as I mentioned, marketers ruin everything. They spam people. They do things that kind of make you kind of cringe, right? Like, why are you bugging me about this thing, right? But here's the thing. Done the right way, it can be a great experience for your customer, your client, right? But if done the wrong way, you can turn people off. You can create a storm of negative promotion. And trust me, there is this quote of, there's no such thing as bad publicity, but there is, right? So you want to be sure that you are treating your clientele with respect and not spamming them through Messenger. And that, my friend, is why Facebook has made some major changes when it comes to messenger marketing. Now, this video is not sponsored by Facebook. I'm simply sharing it with you because I am passionate about empowering others to create success. And this is one of the ways that I choose to do so is by teaching you how to break down the marketing tech, make it super easy. And so that way you can move on with your business and start helping the people that are your clientele, your target market. So first of all, what are chatbots? You might have heard this term before, maybe you're completely unfamiliar with it, but chatbots are basically these little automated systems that allow businesses to interact with their customers and clientele. Whether it's this flow, like it looks like a regular conversation, they might ask you questions, they might get feedback from you. There are so many great and amazing and cool ways to interact with the people who are interacting with your page and through your messenger. And these chatbots allow you to do that, whether you're making sales, whether you are finding out more information about your person, whether you are giving them information about updates to their membership, right? So many ways. So how can they help you? Just mentioned all that, right? And I'm looking at my notes here, make sure I'm on track. So how can they help you? They can help for clients and customers. It helps them as the end user be able to integrate with your bot and not be so weird about it, right? It doesn't feel like such an automated machine. It feels like it's more of a regular person. And as it helps businesses to be able to automate their systems, automate their questions, they don't have to be always on the phone or anything like that. It allows you to be able to automate those processes. Now, this one major change that you need to be aware of happened, I believe, on March 4th, maybe the 6th, and it was supposed to happen back in January, but because of all the things that related to that, it was pushed to March 4th or 6th. And that major change is that you can no longer use your chatbot to message someone outside of the 24-hour window. So if you're not aware of what that means, basically Messenger chat allowed you to be able to message people outside a 24-hour window, meaning if they interacted with your bot, whether they clicked a particular link, whether they sent you a message, clicked a button, etc., those interactions basically reset that timer for the 24-hour, but you can no longer message them outside of 24 hours unless of a couple of different things, which I'll go over with my private coaching groups. If you want information on that, please let me know. But these are some of the changes that have happened. Like I said, you are no longer allowed to message subscribers outside that 24-hour window. You can only message them within the 24 hours of the last interaction. Promotional and non-promotional messages can be sent during this window. So sure, you could send like 20 messages during this 24-hour window, but again, that's spammy. It's not really a great user experience, and it just makes you look bad, right? You can send promotional stuff like, "Hey, to go in alignment with what is happening here," right? You can send a notification to say, "Hey, you know, click here to join my newsletter so that I can update you when there's a new training because Facebook won't let me send this to you in 3 days. Lots of ways of circumventing that in a good way, in a proper marketing way, right? So those are the types of messages that can be sent during that 24-hour window. And after it, like I said, you cannot send messages until they interact with your bot again, or your message is tagged. So what does that mean? They added this new thing. It's a one-time opt-in type thing where if someone says, I want to be notified again of whatever, you can then message them outside that 24-hour window. And like I said before, the 24-hour messaging window does reset once they interact with the bot. So that is the one major change that I wanted to share with you if you were not already aware of it, because it is a pretty big deal. If you do not follow these rules, not only could your bot get shut down, your page could get shut down. And that's never fun for any business or marketer, because if you've built your business to over 3,000, 10,000, a million followers, you're going to lose all that, right? So you want to stay in compliance. You want to play the game so that not only are you following the rules of Facebook, but you're also creating a great user experience for the people who are interacting with your page and your chatbot. So if you got value from this today, please like this video, share it with someone that you think should hear it. And I'm going to make an invitation to invite you to learn more. I have a private coaching group. I also have some other freebies and stuff that you might be interested in. Either leave some love down below, send me a private message, and we will see what is in alignment with your goals. And finally, last but not least, I wanted to remind you that this Saturday is part 5 of my 14-part training program on how to build Facebook engagement. Because let's face it, if you have not been engaged with people, if people are not engaging with you, you're going to be seen less in people's news feeds. Have you ever felt like nobody ever sees your posts? There are reasons why people don't see your posts. The feed is completely filled with ads and people who have lots of friends and all this stuff. And if you want to be seen more, you have to play the game right. And so I'm creating this 14-part series on Facebook engagement. Part 5 is this Saturday, so in less than 2 days. If you want the rest of the ones before that, just again reach out and I will be sure to get that information to you. So thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.